Come along on our Feely Family Fun Adventure as we take you along Captain Jack's boat tours through the Everglades. It was epic. I've always wanted to do this my whole life. We saw the most beautiful wildlife. The tour was incredible, and we did a private tour and walked you through that whole experience. Then we went over to the reservoir and saw different animals before heading back to Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale for some amazing food, and we got to hold an alligator. It was epic. Please subscribe, like, and comment on our videos. It would be a great blessing to us. Thank you so much. Started off our day waking up to watch the sunrise over the ocean. We stayed at the Pelican Grand Hotel before heading out on the Destiny the next day. It is the perfect place to stay. And then we rented a car and drove over to the Everglades, where we headed over to Captain Jack's Airboat tours. This was such an epic experience. We had a private boat tour and we walk you through the whole experience. Okay, we are on our boat tour. And we got eaten alive by mosquitoes, so heads up. Yeah, and we're not kidding, y'all. We opened the door from our car and we thought they were gnats, and they were not gnats. They were a swarm of mosquitoes. And I'm not exaggerating by saying a swarm of mosquitoes. And thank God I had a sun shirt on, my son and daughter, because I thought it was gonna be warm and sunny. And my husband, thank God he had a shirt, but I had basically like nothing covering my shoulders, and I was wearing shorts and I was not protected. And my daughter, her poor legs were not protected either. So make sure you bring long sleeves, long pants, a hat, ideally one that covers your neck, and excessive and copious amounts of bug spray. We went to a gas station nearby to see if they had bug spray after getting eaten alive as soon as we got out of our car, and they were all sold out of bug spray. They were sold out, y'all, and the gift shop was not open yet, so thank God there were some really nice people who helped us out with some. So make sure you bring that. It even says it on their website, and we failed to pay attention to that. But we had the best time. They give you headphones, so you don't have to worry about the noise, and you can speak to each other. So you can see how we all have microphones on. We could communicate with the driver, we could communicate with each other. We had a private boat tour, and it was the most beautiful experience. And I'm not gonna talk this whole time because I want you to just take it in. It was incredible, the wildlife, everything. It was just epically gorgeous. An osprey.
Up there.
Wow.
It's an eagle.
Osprey. That was fun. You guys have a good time? Grace, did you like that? Yeah. No gators, but a lot of fun. Bring your bug spray. Okay, babe, so what do you think of that?
Very, very unique. The boats were like super calm, and they have headphones. wasn't as noisy as you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I would suggest bring bug spray.
Yeah.
We got attacked. I got attacked.
Yeah, look at his neck.
Burn up.
Yeah.
And
as soon as we got out of the car.
Yeah, they just came after me. It was like The Walking Dead, like zombies coming after me. But I would. There's a better season to do it. We went. Right now it's May, and they said a better season is more during the rainy season, because the more rain, the more fresh water that comes in, the more that the alligators and crocodiles like that. So the water was still. It's kind of a dry season right now, so the water's a little more salty, and alligators and crocodiles do not like a lot of the salt water. So, but we did see a lot of cool birds. And we did see, what else did we see? I was hoping to see a Burmese python because they're pretty invasive. And
we saw a bear.
We did see a bear.
There was a bear.
Ooh, and we saw deer on the way over here too.
Yep.
And we saw one tiny baby alligator.
It was fun.
Very unique. We're totally recommend it.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're gonna go check out what they also have to offer.
A lot of fun on the boat, and it went very fast sometimes. And make sure you bring bug spray for sure, because there are a lot of mosquitoes.
We had a lot of fun on the boat ride, and make sure you come with your family.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Can we go see what's in this?
So once you are done with your airboat tour, then you head over to another location they have. It's about 5 minutes away, and they have this little zoo, quote unquote, and just a little area where they have different animals, and you can see even the American crocodile, which is super rare. And I thought that was pretty cool. And then they have an alligator show, which we'll show you in a second. It was pretty gnarly. Make sure you check that out. It kind of blew my mind. But they have other enclosures with tigers. I didn't really like that as much just because it was a really small enclosure, and I don't know, just made me think of Tiger King. It's just weird. But this is a fun thing for the kids to see, and the show about the alligators is pretty educational, so make sure you do not skip that part of their tour. That is, yeah, I think of Florida. Looks like a cougar. Oh, I don't think so, honey. Iguanas or alligators. It's sad.
And welcome to the Everglades. My name is Jeff. This lazy potato's name here is Charlie. Now, out of curiosity, how many of y'all heard people say that alligators are murderous, mindless, killing machines? How many of y'all heard that? We expect as such, but in terms of alligators being murder monster guys, that is not the case at all. Alligators are some of the laziest animals that you will ever come across in our ecosystem. And what I mean by lazy, ladies, I want y'all to think back to the time y'all dated that one guy that wouldn't get a job or even. Before I show you guys Charlie's beautiful smile, does anybody have any questions for me? Yes, sir. On record, I want to say it was about 14 feet long. but that was a big male. Female gators will only get up to about 9 minutes. Any other questions? Alright, now before I do anything with Charlie, guys, one thing I do like to emphasize is that Charlie is the boss of the show. If homie don't feel like having things done to him, let's believe I'm not going to force anything on the brother. I've been bit by alligators 3 times in my life, and I'm sure as heck not about to make it a 4th. Let's see if we get home and open up for you guys so y'all can see what we call a Florida smile. There we go. Alright. So as you guys see, 40 teeth in the top row of his mouth, 40 teeth on the bottom. You got the backwards throat, which is called the caligula, and then you have his tongue. Now think about this, guys. Alligators' mouths are like Venus flytraps. They're extremely sensitive. A drop of to close at full force. For example, tie it up with a box of rocks. Any questions? Yeah, like this brother lost his mind. Welcome to Florida, guys. No questions for me?
Have you ever not got your hand in it or anything like that?
I have been bit 3 times, so I've had my thumb bitten off, had my forearm bitten, and then bit in my leg, all 3 at the same time. But not from Charlie, though. No, so I actually got bit by a wild gator. So on the Seminole Reservation, where my family's from, we have a competition out there that's called Freestyle Alligator Wrestling Competition. It's been going on for about 40 years. And in my younger years, before I had kids, trying to show off to a woman, I joined that competition and tried wrestling an alligator blindfolded. That is how I actually had my thumb bit off and got bit in all 3 times. Welcome to Florida. That's how we flirt with our women. Any other questions? Yes, ma'am. So Charlie is 40 years old, 10 feet long, 495 pounds. His bite force is at 4,716 pounds of pressure per square inch, and he has roughly about another 100 years he could possibly live. Alligators can generally live up to about 100, and on an extreme rare occasions, 150 years. They can live a very long time. Yes, sir.
You always work with just Charlie?
So I work with Charlie, Sassy, and really any of the gators in there. So I'll sometimes switch them out. He's my favorite one, and then Sassy, she's one of the meanest one. And we got one of the other gators in there, but it's something I've been doing since I was 11, so it's, I can pick a gator and do it still.
And do you think he knows you well?
You know what's funny? They're not like dogs in terms of smarts, but they are very instinct driven. Now I have noticed with Charlie that when other people come around the cage or try to get near here, he will get hissy. Now granted, summertime in Florida, there are 3 groups of people that are having to deal with alligators like this on a daily basis. We have the Miccosukee natives, the Seminole natives, and the black Seminole Maroons, who are runaway slaves that lived amongst both of these tribes. Now, one of the reasons why these 3 groups had to start dealing with alligators was because they had to find out how long Charlie will let me try this on him. I do feel he is starting to wake up, so this should be very interesting to see how he is.
Oh my goodness. That's insanity.
Y'all jumpy! And that's why we call it the face-off. The oldest way of capturing a gator alive. Alright, now do we have any questions now? So put the ground rules with this gentleman. So rule number 1, which is the biggest rule here. Do not drop the alligator. It's not only can that kill her, but that can permanently damage her as well. Now here's the thing, because Wooten's got extremely sick and tired of kids and people dropping gators, they made a couple rule changes, and when you signed the waiver, you probably read it, but I'll remind you. If you drop an alligator and it dies, Wooten's will charge you $3,000 to $6,000 for it. You break it, you buy it. So hold the gators with respect and do not drop her. Rule number 2, which you might think is common sense, but I've learned that it's not exist on this planet anymore. Do not take the ban off the gator's mouth. I've had to say that more than 3 times yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Jelly Bean is not the nicest alligator in the world. She will bite the hell out of you if you give her a chance. If you remove the band, your finger will be removed from your hand. See how sharp her teeth are. Rule number 3, while we are holding this jelly bean, we will hold her on the edge. Do not pass it through the line, I'll pass it for you. Now when you guys are done with this jelly bean, underneath the tech box over here, there is Dawn soap we all use, and there is a sink. Make sure you wash your hands, guys, with soap and water. Alligators do carry salmonella, and you can get sick from touching the gator and touching your face. So use that soap, use that water. Alright? Easy peasy? Alright. Now the best way to hold her, make sure y'all pay attention. Go over her tail, grab the base, put it over the tail, hook it, and grab behind her shoulders. Hold her like a rifle, because if you don't, she'll tail swipe you, and that hurts like hell. Alright, let's see y'all paying attention.
Whoa, my.
There you go, like a rifle. It's the same way.
Whoa!
Overarm. Overarm, this way.
Over the tail.
There you go.
And then grab right here. Right here. Right here. Under the shoulders.
Under.
Shoulders. Shoulders. There you go. Yeah,
whoa, buddy!
I can tell.
Woo! Okay.
Good. Same way. I'll hold it with her.
Okay, cool. Look at mama. Look at mama.
Oh, good job, Grace. What a cool experience. Do not miss this show, and do not miss holding out on an alligator.
He's making hummus.
Are you making hummus, buddy?
Ready?
No, just slow.
On our way back from the Everglades, we headed back to the coast, and we headed this time through Hollywood so we could drive along the coast, and we hit one of my favorite restaurants in the world, Taverna Opa. It is some of the best food you've ever had in your entire life, and at nighttime they even have belly dancers. It's so much fun. It's a great time. I think they even turn it into a nightclub at night, but we enjoyed it so much. The kids loved it, and I highly recommend you check that out when you are on your Disney cruise. Again, it's really close to Fort Lauderdale. Family time's the best time, and we had the best time the day before our cruise, and the next day was embarkation day on the Disney Destiny. Make sure you watch that video. Please subscribe to our channel and like and comment on our video if you enjoyed its content. Here's another video we think you'll enjoy. Have a blessed day.